All right, y'all, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had some things die on me. So before, I don't know if you guys got to see, but yeah, I called out why John Morant's overall was so low. Just from 2K experience, they bumped his intangibles down to a 40. I'm sure, and his overall is about the same. If you want to say his 3-point shot should be better, I'll agree. But I mean, that's what they did. It was the intangibles. They dropped down to a 40. Probably bumped down his overall durability, maybe, but that's the overall drop. If you would put that to, let's see, if you would give him its 87, the same intangibles as a Jaren Jackson, or it's even a Trae Young. Let's see. Yeah, but I'm sure. Let's actually look at that. Let's give him some formidable intangibles. So let's see. Do I think these players nowadays have good intangibles? No, but if we're gonna give it to them, let's give it to this guy. Let's give him an 84. So we're not saying he's some genius, but he's not a retard. Now let's see. Now he goes up to a 93. And obviously, if I were to bump that up to an 87, probably be a 94, 95. And that's where he would be. So you guys get that. That's how his overall drop. And again, you want to say he's a better 3-point shooter, you can do that. I want to see his defense before I move on from the Memphis team here. Yeah, it's not bad. He's pretty good defense. Not, I mean, they didn't overrate him, and they knocked him for his bad rebounding as they should. So, Jackson, actually interesting teams perimeter defense as well. He's a 91 perimeter defense. Okay. Last player on this team, DJ Jackson. He's a young buck. His potential. He won't really grow, but I think he'll grow. Alabama's another one. So Alabama. uh, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, he's pretty good games. Now we're on to the Clippers here. Kawhi Leonard at 92. I think he's a better player than the 92, but if we're gonna be honest, him him not really playing, him always being injured, I'm not gonna push for him to be higher. 84 Harden makes sense. Sabajan 82. Respect to Big Zoo. That's all I really care about in this team, to be honest. The young guys, they'll have to do a little more before I start to care. Does he have any potential? No, he doesn't. All right, let's move on to the next team. Now, Jalen Brown, same overall as Kawhi Leonard. Ah, you know, let's see. Tatum's a 95. Speaking of 95, so while my thing had died, I wanted to see the ratings. I wanted to see why Ronnie had picked his rating. So I basically finished the video I started in the first live stream, and or I didn't even get to finish it because Stephen A. basically he asked Ronnie. He said, "LeBron's a 40 years old. Doesn't he deserve to be a 95?" And I had to basically end it right there. Kind of got disinterested in watching it. I mean, that's kind of my big problem. I don't know. I'll make a video about it later, more towards when the season starts again. But we can't just be giving out extra awards because he's older. That's not how that works. If you're playing, you're playing. You're not better than a certain player because you're older. He may be better all time than a player because you're older. You could look and say, oh, if he was in his prime, he'd be better. But there's no way you can be like, oh, Chris Paul, he's still doing pretty good, so he deserves to be the same overall as a Drew Holiday. No, he doesn't. So, and then again, I'm talking about one of my favorite players there too. So, this notion that LeBron deserves to be higher than a 95, I feel like LeBron should be a 92 with that remark. So, we'll just keep it moving. Donovan Mitchell at a 92. Evan Mobley 86. Jared Allen 4. Do these guys, especially these top two guys. Let me see. Anything sticks out? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Yeah. Again, Evan Mobley beats RJ Barrett in mid range. Really, really wonder if I'm overrating RJ Barrett's mid range shot at this point. He doesn't go up at all. Okay, makes sense. Levine basically hit his peak. I'm not too interested in Levine. His numbers. Giddy 79. He has a good potential. We'll just look at his potential alone here. 84 is not bad. Giannis is a 97 overall. Stephen A. Smith disagreed. Again, just because a player can't shoot, and he used to do this to LeBron a lot, and I think it was very unfair. Just because a player is not really a great shooter doesn't mean he's not a good player or even an all-time or a great player. You can still be the greatest player. In my opinion, you can be the greatest player of all time and not be a great shooter. It just depends on the other stuff that you do and the clip that you do it at. If Giannis was like, if he had the same exact strength as Shaq, he, there's no way you would say he's not like like even higher than a 97. So there's a lot of things. Even his post game, if Giannis had a hook shot, post fade, he would he'd grow like so much as a player, and yet he wouldn't really need a mid range or 3 point shot. You would just need. And I'm not really saying Giannis needs more strength either. I'm just saying that would make him OD. Yeah. If this is in my opinion, these three things are his biggest weaknesses as a player. And it just goes to that. I mean, because you're not a good shooter as a big, that's fine. Making free throws as a star player is always key. Having a consistent shot you can go to in the post is very important because they can double team you when you're on the perimeter, but when they double team you in the post, you get that kick out. It's a different look. So I really do think there's no problem with him being in 97. And is there other players that may be higher or lower? And then I might be like, oh, he shouldn't be higher than him, maybe. But as far as what I'm seeing, there's not a player I think is ranked lower than him that should be ranked higher than him. So Giannis deserves his spot. Lower. Yeah, I mean, Luka doesn't play any defense, so yeah. And Joel Embiid. He's another one of those guys. I mean, if he had playoff success, I would be pushing for his 97 campaign too. He really can disappoint you as a fan. So just look at his basic numbers really quick. Just see. Again, standing dunk is a 90. He has a weight. God. Joker is not. He's not dunking on these guys like Joel Embiid is or even Shake. And some other guys that went down the line. So not. It really just throw me off. I can't wait to see what the older centers have. Hey, let me look at his rebound and blocks. I'm gonna compare. Let's compare. Right? So 97 fade, 96, 97 hook, 96 fade. He's a whatever passer. Decent defense. Nothing special. As he should. He has room to grow. The other guys don't have room to grow, but he has room to grow. Is what 2K is saying here. He's 5'3", 6. Driving layups pretty high overall. Speed 89, so he won't be growing either. That's pretty interesting. Why not look at Paul George before I move on? Paul George at 89, 85, 3, 87, 4. Yeah. Perimeter defense. Let me see his perimeter defense. I actually am interested in that. He's 87. He's marked as 87. Now we'll skip that. We'll skip the big stuff. We'll get down to that. Look at the teams. Skip all these guys. No, I do not care. Alright, let's go back to the all-time now. Wizards starts with the Wizards. Elvin Hayes. Yep, I thought it was Wes Unseld. I mean, I don't really care if you say Elvin Hayes is or Wes Unseld. They're both right there. Let's see, Bradley Gilbert Arenas ranked over Bradley Beal. There's no John Wall on this. What is this? What is this? There's no John Wall on this team. So right there, you guys lost. I mean, what's going on? Will Chamberlain deserves to be 99, 100%. So he deserves the top of this ranking. There's no debate here. Kevin Durant 97, 98. If he wants to be lower than Steph, that's whatever. Chamberlain's where he needs to be. Chris Mullins at 94. Thompson at 91. There's at 91. Yeah, I mean, I really don't have a problem with this. I wouldn't. Yeah, it was actually pretty decent. Pretty decent here. You think I'm under overestimating somebody? You guys let me know down there. But yeah, I think Barry deserves to be under Durant and over Mullen. I think Thompson deserves to be over Hardaway. Now they're a different type of player, but I would rather Thompson on my team, especially in their primes. Now Drexler at 96, he deserves to be the top of the spot of this Trailblazers, and so does Bill Wallen. I think Dame Lillard at the fourth slot is where he deserves to be. Brandon Roy still sticking up. Aldridge not being in 90s, it's there. I understand. Sabonis is at 88. Sabonis is nice. Garnett at a 98. I agree there. I think that the all-time guys. You know what? No. I was gonna say that I kind of don't like. I never liked that 2K doesn't have their best overalls on here. But if this is 2K's way of putting the player in the all-time shoes, this is fine because if Anthony Edwards is a 93 now, yeah, Bessie's a 91 all time. So I think that's actually fair. Love, you guys let me know, especially if there's any Timberwolves fans that get to see this. Who is better, Love or Anthony Edwards? Let's see. Butler at 87. Yeah, okay. Is Butler definitively worse than any year Karl-Anthony Towns is on that team? I don't think so. But we'll see. KD at 97. So yeah, his peak's 97. I think he deserves to be a 97. I don't think he's a 98 overall type of player. He has a skill set to be in the overall would. I know I wouldn't have too much of a fuss, but looking at the history of 2K and who they have now, uh, yeah, it's fine. Gary Payne and Russ being both at 95, it's fine for me. Ray Allen at 94. Actually, I've been glossing over this, but just because Steph's a 99 and he's the best shooter of all time doesn't mean that Ray Allen's not a 99. I mean, yeah, I don't. Is there only 199 in 3-point shooting? I don't think that's accurate at all. I don't think you can have 199. If that's how we're doing it, and there's only 199 for each thing, I'll give it to you. But I doubt it's like that. So Steve Nash 94, 12, fadeaway 96. 96 is pretty interesting because exactly how I feel about a Steve Nash. No, he's a 94 to 96 range, depending on what you're looking at. So him being the top son, in the absence of Charles Barkley, is fine. Keyword is in absence of Charles Barkley. Look at his three and free throw. So Steve Nash he's the greatest free throw shooter of all time. So I don't know if this year, if they're doing the years and that's why he's a 91, but I expect him to be higher than a 91. I really do on that. Tim Duncan 98, agreed his overall. Agree with his overall. If you want to say what year did they put? No, they didn't give a. Or do they? This is the last year, 15. No, it's not. This is based on like the Kawhi that almost beat the Warriors. I'm fine with that. Let's see stats. It's my choice for the greatest perimeter defender of all time. So I'm interested in see what they gave him. 384, 97, standing, post control, perimeter 98. Okay. I wonder if someone has a higher. Who will it be? Is it like a prime Drew? Is it a. Did they give it to Mike? Sidney Moncrief, maybe? Let's see. Yeah. 92 mid range. I feel like it's a little low. I don't think so. Especially seeing all those 96s back there. I feel like it's too low. And as someone who's been playing this game for a while now, all my knocks by the 2K overalls, they'll get wiped clean with this one here. I've always thought for the longest he deserved to be a 99, especially when they started giving other people besides Michael Jordan 99. I felt like there was no way he couldn't have been a 99. And with the disrespect to give him a 97 previous years, I'm not, man. He deserves to be the 99. I'm actually really happy about this. There will definitely be leagues done based off of Hakeem Olajuwon. I mean, I am actually really happy about this. Let's see. Standing, driving away, standing dunk. So they picked right by not messing with the standing dunk. Okay, post control 99. Let's see it here. Oh, I passed it. Okay, it's not you gave him both. He deserves to, because the only person with the post fadeaway better, definitively, you can give to Dirk, you can give it to Kareem. Other than that, he's number two in both, in my opinion. So a 71-3, I actually think that's nice. 89, they did it, man. If if they don't fumble on the athleticism, this might be the oh, see, these are 40, 57. 60 years now. So I'll be honest with you guys. If he was just a little bit more athletic, and it, see, they're giving him 31. Don't remember that year. I don't remember the year he was 31. So maybe the athleticism's all right, but I remember younger Elijah was definitely a little bit faster than what they're giving him here. And again, I can't really complain. They finally did it. They gave him a 99. Let's see, Malone at 97. He deserves his rank. He deserves his rank. Yeah. Yeah, no, see, a lot of you guys are going to think Harden deserves to be higher than Malone, but I don't necessarily think that at all. So the Rockets team and their overall, where everyone's ranked, it's really good. Chris Paul keeping that 90 overall, like he should, especially on that Rocket squad, deserved it. You know, Yao Ming, BT. This is what I want to know. This is what I want to know. So I'm gonna give it to Vernon. He was an 83 overall. I can give it to Otis Thorpe. He was an 86 overall. But what year was Kenny Smith in 87 overall? Let's see if I can find the stats to show me overall what he have been. What year could he possibly been in 87 overall? Let's see, 87. Maybe his first year in Houston. Let's see, these are the years. 94, 94, 95. These are the years he won. Let's see if they give him an 87. If they give him an 87. Now you gotta look at these other guys. You gotta look at these other guys. I gotta scroll down more and see what they're doing here. So like him being ranked over Siakam is insane. It really is. It's insane. Let's see. Antonio Davis, pretty close. Maybe it's just the name. Maybe it's just the name, but we're saying, let's see, Tracy McGrady, his best Toronto year. His best Toronto year. Oh, man. He's 2 points better is what it is. I'm not saying it's impossible for him to be not better, but he's 2 points better. It's like, look at stats, man. I'm not too sure how I feel about that there. Not too sure. Bargnani. Yeah, so personally, Kenny Smith is Van Vliet, man. I don't think Kenny Smith deserves to be much higher than Van Vliet, especially in the Rockets team. Maybe I know too much about their championship years, not too much of this early time on the Rockets, but it just seems mad off. Isaiah Thomas being a 95 is all fair. Dumars, Grant Hill, all fair. Bob Lanier, Billups, Wallace. Rodman 89. Does Rodman on the Pistons deserve a higher overall than Bill Laimbeer and Andre Drummond? That's another question I'd like y'all to give me your opinions on. Chris Paul at 97. Chris Paul at 97. Yeah, and usually I would have a big fuss about Isaiah Thomas's rankings and the third, but after extensive research with the eyes and realizing this is not necessarily accomplishments, but not just how good they are. Chris Paul deserves to be higher than Isaiah. Some of y'all will hate me for that, but I think he does. But I think it's extremely interesting that he gets the 97, same overall as KD. Why is that the same? Why do I think that's interesting? Because I always thought KD was just slightly better than Chris Paul in their primes. Now, that's in terms of like outcomes and things of that nature. He has a better game, but the fact that they're both the same overalls, is neat in my opinion. Davis at 94. Nah, man. Is this Davis same as the other Davis? I think both Davis deserve to be a 95. I'm just being honest there. They both do. They both do. As far as this Davis is an actual 95, and that Anthony Davis for the league he's playing in right now is a 95. Zion at 88. Zion. Ingram. Let's see. Lonzo Ball is an all-time Hornet or all-time Pelican. I wonder how true that is. And see, this team here, this New Orleans team, completely ignores. Yeah, I wonder why. Completely ignore the New Orleans Hornets. Okay, pretty interesting. So, Paul George at 93. His prime as a player Anthony Edwards is now. That sounds about right in my opinion. Danny Granger. Oladipo's 88. I think that's nice. Ron Artest, bonus. Roy Hibbert. Yep. There's no one really sticks out here that I think deserves to be higher or lower. Obviously, Reggie Miller is an all-time pacer, but he's not in the game. Jokic. David. Carmelo. Yeah. I like the gap that they set between the two. Jokic deserves to be a 97 on the all-time tip. He does. Iverson. Okay. So that means was Mutombo a 90? Did I pass? Yeah, he's a 90 on this team. Dr. J 97, KD 96. And as far as Brooklyn Nets, Dr. J does mean more than KD, so that makes sense. KD is a better player than Kidd. Petrovic. Vince Carter was decent on that team. Pretty good games. Really wish I got to see Drazen really play. Kyrie, Harden. Does anything stick out to me here? Nah, not really. I feel like you can make the argument ISO Joe could be on this list, but he has a good team. So let's see, Dirk. Dirk is still king of the Mavericks. I agree. Derek Harper, Mark Aguirre, Jim Jackson, Finley, Mashburn, Cade, Steve And again, I'm not just gonna say stuff for fun. If I don't really care, I'm not gonna really dive too far into it. Are the things that I've seen that kind of throw me off, but it's not too big if I haven't complained about it. Probably deserves to be a 94, 95. Tracy, 95, 94. Yeah, so in my opinion, he deserves to be 94. I might have some hate from some of y'all, but I don't think it's accurate to say Penny Hardaway is a better player than Luka Doncic. I watched him play. I get he could have been better. He has a different league, but I'm not sure about that. Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard deserves his spot. He does. Now, does he deserve a spot over Shaq? No. That's what he doesn't deserve. He deserves a 94. Maybe even a 95. But Shaq deserves a 94, 95 as well. We're talking about the best Shaq to play in that team. I would say so. Magic at a 99. No complaints there, really. My complaint is here. I don't hate Kobe being a 99. Kobe being a 99 and Shaq being a 98. That's interesting. I'm not going to go too far into this, but I really do think this is pretty interesting that they have Kobe higher overall than the best Shaq. I assume what they're trying to get at is this 06 to 09. That Shaq, that Kobe's better than 99 to 03 Shaq. So that's what they're getting at. LeBron James all-time tip 96. How do I feel? I think Will Chamberlain just deserves to be higher than a 91. That's how I feel. Yeah. I already talked about Davis. Mikan's interesting. You either respect what he did or you feel like he had an easy path. So I'm not gonna dig too deep into Mikan as well. Walt Frazier 97, 100%. Patrick Ewing 95, 100%. Yeah, I think it's tough between the two. So I'll leave that up to Knicks fans really. Who deserves to be? I would assume I would take Patrick. He's a center. It's a little bit more modern. I'd take Patrick, but Walt Frazier has the axe to stick a claim in that. Where's Carmelo Anthony? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. So Carmelo and okay, I skipped right past him. I was about to say. Okay. Yeah, 92 overall Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, I'm not gonna hate on that either. Nope. Oscar 97. Weber 93. Weber yeah. Maybe I'm wrong for thinking he's as good as player as Mitch. But I'd put him there. That's where I'd put him. John Malone. Is John Stockton a 97 like Kevin Durant is? Now that's where I don't know. I think he's a 95, 96. I think that he's even above like the fact that because I pay attention to that, the fact that some players above another player. So the fact that he's above Malone, I haven't seen it.
I haven't heard it. Nah, I guess I've heard it, but I haven't seen it. P at 94. Ultimate respect there. Respect. Gobert. Let's see Gobert's defense. Darren. Darren's fine where he is, I guess. Probably deserves to be higher in my opinion, but we'll see. Too far. 87 in strength. 95 consistency. 95 defense, rebound, steal, block. He's not completely overrated as a defender. I've seen. He's not completely overrated. Kemba, Eddie. You know, this is interesting here. I was never too. I get that they were the Charlotte Hornets, but I do think it's kind of weird that they come on this team. Maybe it does make sense. Eddie Jones being 89 is cool. Alonzo, I thought Alonzo would have been higher, but it's whatever. I also feel like, you know what? Kemba, you can say for sure he's less than Glenn Rice, but if they were the same overalls, I wouldn't be mad either. He meant a lot to that team, so 99 LeBron. What do you gotta do? Dwayne Wade 97. Okay, nothing too crazy here. Butler's a 93 on the Heat, which means they're taking maybe not last year's, but the year before that's overall. They're saying that's how good he was. Tim Shaq. Shaq is 89. No, I felt if you want to say Shaq's 89 when he won the championship, okay. But the year he got there, I mean, this is runner up in MVP Shaq. So is he an 89 or is he an MVP? That's kind of how I feel about that. Right, Bosch was 88. Okay. Dominique, Bob, Matumbo. Yeah, the overall rankings. As far as the ranking and where people are ranked, I don't have a problem with that. Not really. Doc Rivers. Yeah, no, this is an accurate Atlanta Hawks team. Again, I didn't see ISO Joe. No ISO Joe right there. Marcus Sol and Pau Gasol, the brothers. Mark over Pau. Is Marc Gasol better than Pau Gasol? You guys let me know. Oh, Morant. Yeah, that's how I felt. I wanted to throw John Morant in the eye test video, but this is besides like maybe last year or not even last year, the year before that. These were his stats, the way he looks. Really, really rookie-ish. So I had to move him for the next round. There's no doubt in my mind he'll be drafted in the next round, the next go round, and there's no doubt in my mind he'll probably be top 40 at the end of it. At the end of it all, at least as far as the eye test goes. Leonard, Bob, Chris Paul 93. Yeah, I mean, I can't really hate on what I'm seeing here. There's some things I really do there's things that really do like give me gripes, and there's some things that are pretty understandable. Bird is a 99. Very interesting. I'm I'm not hating on it either, so we'll keep that. That's not bad. Let's see though. Let's see what 98, 98. The he's at least overall wise. They're saying he's the same shooter as Ray. It's, it's an interesting take. Stamina 3 days. So his lesson's not overrated. Is only a 45 in intangibles? Okay, well, if he's only a 45 in intangibles, then he's probably in 100 overall. Because let's see, some of this right here, maybe a little bit less down. Nothing's too over. Nothing's too far. Maybe his post fade is a little too overblown. Maybe the three's a little overblown. Maybe. But with a horrible driving layup. Like an embarrassing driving layup. And an embarrassing intangibles. Again, I think maybe his hands are a little overrated, but nah, man, I feel like what I'm seeing here is there's so much left on the board. There's so much left on the board. Well, let's bump down that agility a little bit. Let's give him like an 83. But again, there's so much on the board because that all goes everything I bump down. It goes up when you give him an 80 in intangibles. This guy has five intangible points higher than John Morant. 5. You might as well just stacked up his intangibles because you don't get higher than a 99 overall. I wonder how much players have bad intangibles now. Let me just look back. Let me look at LeBron really quick. Okay, 98. Let's see. Straight throws, yeah, everything makes sense here. Kind of agree with what I see. Maybe his vision's, especially on the Heat, I think his passing's a little overblown. Defense, the rebounds is fine. Let's go back. 52, block. There's no chase down. Maybe there's a badge. It's about the speed and block, so. 94. 68. You seen LeBron, he has better intangibles than 68, too. A low ball LeBron intangibles in 80, and a low ball Larry Bird intangibles is 89. So, and those are low balls. I think that's insane. Let's see, Dominique. Yeah, man, I'm really interested in these intangibles. Are they just blow them out? Are they like? I bet you some of these guys are filler. Let's see, Olajuwon. Did they fill out Olajuwon's stats with intangibles? Let's see. Oh, that's my fault. Okay, let's see. No, not really. Yeah, they just really did a bird dirty on that one. Because again, I think Olajuwon's not better than a 70, but we're going to 45 intangibles? A 98 intangibles? I assume intangibles to be like the way your brain and heart, like your brain and your heart, like the soul of you. It's very insane that Vince is way higher. Cleveland LeBron. Let's see. Yep, less of a shooter. Mid range about the same. Driving. Mid range. Post. Is this LeBron worse? Pass act 87? Let's see. Let's look at that. I gotta look at.
I gotta compare LeBron's. Let's see. This is young LeBron, so this is not even. This is not 18 LeBron. Okay. This is not 18 LeBron. I'm not gonna get into that. Assuming he's just gonna be a little bit faster, a little bit weaker, not as polished on a shot. Kyrie. Interested in his mid range at a 98, extremely high. Ball handle 99 as he deserves. His offensive consistency is not a 95. His intangible is not a 98. Maybe they changed, either they changed what intangible meant, or I've had this confused my whole entire life. Mike. Let's see. 99 in driving layup. 99 in driving. Was it driving? Yeah, love driving layup. 99. Give him the 99. Who's a 99 in mid range shot? Because I haven't seen anyone get them that respect, and he's one of them. He's definitely one of them. I don't know what they're doing with the 99 mid range. Maybe Kobe got it, but I'm not going to really get too far to the 3-point right now. Post fade. Post fade's nice. Yeah, because I would say it's better post fade than Larry Bird. Definitely. Not by a huge margin, but I think it's pretty convincing. 69. Again, they ruined his intangibles. They didn't give him, but yeah. Mike we're talking about. Intangible strength, vertical, 96. Did he not have the highest vert of all time? And does he not have the longest hang time of like recorded human history or something along those lines? It's pretty insane. Okay. I'm not too shocked about that. I actually saw something a lot worse concerning Michael Jordan, so we'll get into that there. I actually react to it then. Let's see that's going on. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, still not that much. Let's see. 97. So I see the chat there. Yeah, KD's overall is a 97 all time. So KD is the same overall as Scottie Pippen, and this is a huge problem. This is a huge problem. Why is Scottie Pippen a better overall than Derrick Rose? If you want to say, as an all-time player, you look at the accolades. If we're grading achievements, sure, 97 is fine. He has 6 championships, one of the greatest defenders of all time. But is he the same level of player as Chris Paul? No. Is John Stockton? I don't think so. I mean, you can do that because I think John Stockton was worse than 97. So we'll leave John Stockton. Kevin Durant? No. Actually want to go back. I don't. Dang. I really wanted to. You know what? This is my debate ender here. He's a 97 overall on here, but I'm sorry, dear Rose. I have to give you a little attention. Looks like I'm gonna my stuff will die on me again, so I'll have to just give you a glance. This is where the debate ender is right here. We'll give it to him 99. Yeah, Giannis is 97. I was gonna go. Yeah, no, this is. I was gonna do something way more important, but yeah, I mean, what year? You guys tell me the year. If anyone thinks I'm wrong, what year is Scottie Pippen the same player as Giannis? Never, never that. There's never the same player as Giannis. So if this is a plan, like, oh man, please, if you haven't watched my Scottie Pippen video, please do. I'm not the one to hate on Scottie Pippen. I actually remember at the time when the whole future thing happened, I was very, very disappointed in the way people were treating Scotty and the way he got did. But this is not about personal stuff. This is just about your overall ranking in 2K, how good you are as a player. You're not Giannis. You've never been Giannis. If you were Giannis, maybe like when you first started coming in the league, like this is ridiculous. He's a higher overall than Oscar Robertson on the Bucks. This Scottie Pippen over is crazy. Scottie Pippen was ranked, guys. He was ranked higher than James Harden, and so he's higher. He's ranked higher than Allen Iverson. And so this is what I'm getting at here. And you know what? It's not a super big thing because as far as like this 2K specifically, because this is about right. Scottie Pippen's always been a little bit higher than these guys, so it doesn't really take away from at least my proudness and the players that got the deserving they did, like the boots they did, like Olajuwon, like Chris Paul, like Larry Bird. But some of these other things, I don't know, man. I don't know. See how come he's better? He's probably the best one we've seen. So him being higher than those are not a problem at all. Not a problem. Damn, it's just you see what happens when you win championships. It's like, oh man, you can't. I'm just go out and say it. If Michael Jordan played with this man right here, this 91 overall player right here, they win the same amount of championships. Mm, and like, it obviously depends on the years that he has them, but they don't lose because they have Pippen, Thompson instead of Pippen. Is my point. Especially for we're getting this Thompson we're talking about right now. So I think it's pretty insane that he's so much ranked higher than Clay, and he's the same overall as this Steph Curry. That's what I don't understand. And because another thing, while I'm here, again, I said I didn't care that Kevin Durant was lower than Curry on the all-time. But if Kevin Durant is going to be higher than him on here, then he should just be the same overall on the all-time. Let's just be honest. That doesn't make any sense. Oh man, see, like this is the thing. A lot of you guys who aren't really too like knowledgeable, or they just like it wasn't to what people say a lot, and they go off of that, or maybe they just play the games because that was never really me, but I could be accused of looking at overalls as like an idea how good a player is, and some degree that's true. But what year was Scottie Pippen as good as Steph Curry? It's bad when you see 99 Mike and you see 99 Pippen. You're like, oh, look how stacked that team is. No, absolutely not. Let's look at Draymond Green stats. Let's look at Draymond Green stats really quick. Draymond Green is so this year he was what 11, 8, 3. Didn't win Defensive Player of the Year this year, so that's probably where his overall comes in. Was it Clay? 21, 2. Not too bad, not too bad. James at 91, Kyrie at 91. Is Kyrie worse than a player than Klay Thompson? I think Klay Thompson may help some teams more, especially that Klay Thompson. But as an individual, Kyrie Irving is the higher player than Klay Thompson. For sure. For sure. Let's bump him up to a 93, 94, like he used to be. It's pretty insane. 92 is his overall. I think they should have kept the 93. But, if he's 92 this year, whatever. Red Hague. I'm looking at this team, and there's not Blake Griffin. What is the reason of adding this team? What is the reason of adding this team without Blake Griffin on this team? Oh man. Oh man. Let's see. Super stacked team that took the Heat 7 games. Let's see. Let's see. Do I agree with this? It's not too far off. It's not too far off. Wade at a 91. 91 Wade. Was Wade a 91 overall when you're considering what was happening at the time? Definitely not. Give him his 93, 94. Again, why are these guys put next to LeBron so much lower? And you have and you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it because it's gonna come up soon. I